Alright guys, I hope you're all doing well and welcome to this live Conquest Showdown. It's going to be myself and the Vampire Coast facing off against Dr. Robert here, who is going to be on the Tomb Kings. And as far as our build goes, we have a couple cannons to deal with Ushopti Grapos and Constructs. And to deal with the Archers and Skeletons, we have a combination of the Deck Dropper Bombers, which are really good against chaff units, and the Scab Scraith Gunnery Whites. So very, very good ability. You can use this against Skeletons. It does a ton of damage. And also they can restock your bombardments, which is very, very useful. And our big hammer piece in the back is going to be Lamprey's Revenge, and the Hard Knock Life is going to be our Lord. So let's see what they got. I would imagine it's going to be a wide army. So yeah, we'll start getting on the Chosen of the Gods. We'll move up ever so slightly, nothing too crazy. Okay, so the Lord here is going to be Ark in the Black. Spirit Leech and Buna, very, very meta stuff. We're going to bring our bombers over to the other side and call these dogs in, and just kind of tighten up the build a little bit. But if we could just methodically pick down the big targets, that's going to be pretty sweet. Gunnery Whites, we'll put them in Control Group 8. They're going to start shooting at the Sphinx when it gets close. But yeah, my opponent's got a very wide build, going to be good at pressuring for sure. I don't think there's anything behind us, so we're just going to tighten this up, and cool. So we see the Ushopti Grapos getting worked down a little bit. My opponent taking the objective. I should contest it like ever so slightly if we can, so let's keep putting shots here. We can move up Count Noctilus to go after those bad boys, and let's get the Bomber Bats to start working on this side of the formation. Away from Arkin, ideally, is going to be the play. All right, so, oh, we get ambushed by someone. Okay, it's going to be a Tomb Prince there, so let's get our two characters and have them fight right here. We could call up Lamprey's Revenge, so not a terrible idea. You guys start clearing those off, and we'll drop a little bit of a Wraith Storm on the advancing units as well, and we might need a little bit of milk here, actually. Yeah, we're kind of getting swarmed there. All right, so let's do this. We're going to park these two dogs there, and Noctilus is going to use a little heal on himself. He is on fire, which is unfortunate, so that's not good. We use a Roth's Moondial on them to tarp at them, and we're going to call in the big heavy hitters and get you guys ready to go. So countercharge here. Noctilus is going to get back. My opponent going for a very, very hard Lord Snipe here, which is a good idea. I think it's quite good. Yeah, we killed 2 units of Nehekara Horsemen, which is great. So let's go back there, go after these units, and these doggos can now retreat. Noctilus is going to get a little bit of help. He does have his big crab posse coming up. So let's drop a Wraith Storm on top of you. And the cannons, have they killed the Ushopti Grapos yet? Not yet, actually, which is unfortunate. So let's switch on to the Sphinx here. And we have our Bomber Bats. They're going to just kind of clear out whatever they can here. We have these in reserve to defend against horsemen that might come in and try and attack back here is the idea. Let's get you guys back. Noctilus is doing really good. You can see the Tomb Prince actually getting smashed up. Let's drop a Melkos over there to slow those bad boys down. And the Bomber Mobs, what kind of damage are they doing? A hell of a lot of damage. All right, that's great. So we're going to keep chewing through those guys. And yeah, cannon shooting at the big man. You can see he's getting worn down. My opponent probably going to be trying to flee the scene. You can see he's surrounded me here, so we're just like very defensive with these doggos. You don't want to eat like a head-on charge, but anyways, I should be using the Scab Scraith of Doom. So let's do a Scab Scraith like so. And then we can do a Scab Scraith right down the pipe here. That's going to be a very nice one. And we get all of you guys to keep shooting right there. Yeah, you see Scab Scraith does insane damage. That's very good. So when he charges in here with these units, we could double charge with these. Perfect. Cannons, we probably need to get back on the Ushopti Grapos. They could actually do a lot of damage against us. So we're going to switch back onto the Grapos here. I think we have, you know, between Lamprey's Revenge and all the big heavy hitters here, I think we're good enough. We're going to use an Overcasted Imbo also. So you guys charge right there and charge right there. Unfortunately, he was watching and ended up getting a good counter charge on me, so that feels kind of bad. All right, let's reform our ranks a little bit. We can call in another doggo to try and win that. And we can use a Melkos down here to also try and win that fight. So Lamprey's Revenge are just Giga Chatting it. They're hanging in there real, real well. Let's get these guys back, set the cannon shots right there. Bomber Bats are very healthy, and we do have the restock, so we have plenty of tools for getting their ammunition back. Let's focus you guys down, and the doggos. Yeah, I committed my dogs pretty hard there, but I'm hoping they'll win that fight, just like sheer numbers. Noctilus needs to keep shanking this guy down, and how are we doing with the Bomber Bats? All right, we'll get you working there. Let's get a couple of you guys back this way. We do have this dog unit, looks pretty good. We have the Halberds coming up, so he can't really run from me because we can chase him down, right? And back in the epicenter of action, the Hard Knock Life is doing good with his Lamprey's Revenge, although Ark of the Black, yeah, not an amazing fighter, so I think we'll be okay there. All right, let's go after you guys. Yeah, get rid of the spears, I think is going to be prudent. You guys keep bombarding here, and the bats are going to have plenty of ammo. Really, really good Ushopti summon, so we just need to try and keep one cannon alive is going to be the idea here. So let's drop a Wraith Storm, try and finish this bad boy off. Oh, come on, get him. We need to finish that thing. And the Ushopti Grapos, do we actually like dive them with something? Is that going to be a good idea? Yeah, these dogs here actually won their fight. So we're going to loop around the back and see if we can get hunting, and we're going to use another heal on the Hard Knock Life, drop a Roth's Moondial right there, and that should be able to catch them. All right, so how are the characters doing? As far as target priority goes, what do we have to shoot? I mean, we could just shoot at these guys. We don't want to be wasting that. We need to use the Bomber Bats to clear out the chaff, 100%. That's the play. And as long as Noctilus is alive, I'm going to be feeling relatively confident. Yeah, the classic in this matchup of using the dive there. Yeah, it's very strong. All right, so let's get our gunnery whites away. We'll use the restock on you guys. Perfect. So those ones have been restocked, and when we need to, we will restock the other ones. So bomber bats are clearing out all the goodies. We're going to swing you guys around to get the Ushopti Grapos, and the gunnery whites should be able to get away here. Yeah, they do have scab spray still too, so we can use that to clear out the chaff. It's going to be a lot of damage, and then we'll do a second one right there. You can see a lot of HP going down on those bad boys. Really, really strong ability. And the doggos, let's get them on the Ushopti Grapos. Those things are a menace. We need to finish them off. Good. So you guys are out of ammo, and you guys are out of ammo, so we're going to fly you guys back over here. These bomber bats will keep clearing out whatever they can. We do get nailed with another spirit leech, so very scary stuff. Do we say for an invo? I think just Melkoth's on those horsemen is going to be good, and let's get the guns to shoot there. And gunnery white, he's still on cooldown. You are not, so let's get the Salt Lord Scuttlers with a little bit more ammo and finish off these guys. And in the meantime, how are we looking back here? All right, still got a lot of those. If Noctilus does get spirit leech sniped, we could be in some danger, actually. Let's get in there and see if we could work on Arkin a little bit. The cannon crew, I should have actually spirit leeched the cannon. That would have been a good play, although it looks like the cannon crew actually... Yeah, you know, the two gunnery whites could probably fight him off. I do have enough to heal him, but I'm going to save it. So the bomber bats are clearing whatever they can. We're going to go park you on the objective to make sure we don't just like lose on points here. Salt Lord Scuttlers keep clearing, and I accidentally landed those guys like an absolute potato. So let's get both gunnery whites to go after Arkin here. I think that's going to be a good play. We have some halberds. We can bring them over as well. The dogs are going to start wrestling the objective, and on the backside here, we're looking good. We do have the restock, so let's go ahead and restock you and get that ammunition restock going. I like the strategy. It's pretty good, actually, I think. And yeah, double gunnery white, I think, can take on the hard knock life, although Noctilus getting beaten up here feels bad. Do we invo someone else? I think we just try and keep Noctilus alive. I think that's the play. I don't think Arkin can beat us. We're going to get the objective. The bomber bats are just going to clear out the rest of his chaff units. You can see he's trying to advance up. Without the bomber bats, we might actually be in a little bit of trouble. Cooldown here in another 8 seconds. We're going to be able to restock that one. The doggos are going to get the objective. Gunnery whites can definitely beat Arkin. They're good fighters. They're pretty solid fighters. They're not vampires, but you know, they're scary undead, right? So they got that going for them. All right, let's restock this ammo. Let's bomber bat you and bomber bat you, and then the dog should capture that point soon. Noctilus, I have invos. I'm going to save up for invos 100%. We want to just use those on the gunnery whites. All right, so they're going to keep chasing Homeboy down. We got the bomber bats. They've done it. The objective is going to flip to us. This is conquest mode, so you have to pay attention to the objectives. He's going for the Lord Snipe, which isn't a bad idea by any stretch of the imagination, but I don't think it's going to pan out for him. The Hard Knock Life is a tough one to kill. He's very, very difficult. And we've got the army cleared. It's basically just Arkin. Yeah, gunnery whites pop him in the face. GG, well played. That was a really good match. I really enjoy conquest mode. It's a lot of fun. But as far as his build goes, let's see. The Ushopti Grapos are solid. You know, the Lord Sniping thing wasn't terrible either, but having his Tomb Prince and his Big Sphinx get caught, and they still got 2,000 value, and that was against my crabs. But having them get caught and kind of shanked down by some of my, you know, cannons, and I assume the cannons did a little bit at least. Yeah, they did some. And the crabs, yeah, that was big. The fact that we got the Tomb Prince, like if that Tomb Prince had been microed a little bit more carefully, maybe survived, ran around the map, you know, came in for some late game engagements, could have been very, very tough for me, but... Yeah, I like it. You know, the old school meta against Vampire Coast was archer spam. It's like mass archers. And that's tough, right? Because then that's why I bring the bomber bats, but with good micro and using like Fade of Buna and Arkin, you can kill the bomber bats pretty quickly. But I think he was more focused on killing Noctilus. But you can totally Buna down like Salt Lord Scuttlers or something, and it's probably a worthy investment. If you could like shoot them a little bit with the Great Bows and then Salt Lord Scuttler or Buna them, yeah, that's how you do it. But yeah, GG, well played. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this match, and we will see you all on the other side.